guys, so today I want to tell you about a product that I'm very excited about. I got this product sent to me last year and I was like, what the hell, when they sent it to me? But then once I used it a little while, I was like, oh, this is nice. And it is the KraftGeek music stand. I know what you're thinking, like a music stand, like what the hell can you do with a music stand to make it any better than any other music stand out there? That was exactly my thoughts as well until I got a hold of it and seen some of the accessories they sent with it and some of the stuff I could do with it. It'll blow your mind. Now, a couple of accessories they sent with it, and I know you probably can't see this in the picture because it's on a black box, but this is called the Flexi Mount, and it mounts to your phone, it mounts to an iPad. It screws into the front through a little quarter-inch thread. Also, you can screw on the top of the music stand. That way you can put your iPad up top or your phone up top if you'd like that way. And it comes with what KraftGeek calls a Lumilight. It also screws onto the top of the music stand. That way if you have tablature or something in your music stand, then a dimly lit area or a dimly lit room, you can turn on this light, which I'll show you all this later. Now on to the main attraction, guys. This is the KraftGeek music stand in its bag. It comes with this nice carrying bag right here. And something I really like about this is it's a heavy duty bag. It looks like it's well built and designed, so it's going to last you a long time. Also, it has a carrying handle on it where you can carry it, you know, if you go to gigs or whatever you're going to do. It's lightweight, compact. You can carry it pretty much anywhere you want to go, and it's not very cumbersome. It's not heavy, but it's a nice little bag to throw on your shoulder. Now, when you open the bag, inside the bag, you pull out the music stand itself. Look at this thing. How small it is. I mean, it's about as big as my torso. It's very small, it's lightweight, it's good material, some metal. It's got some plastic pieces on it as far as the screws and adjustments, but metal pieces. It's a sturdy piece. It feels sturdy in your hand, it feels good. I want to take it from here and unfold it into a music stand. I ain't gonna make a cut in the video so you can see actually how fast and easy it is to pull this thing from the bag and have it set up for a music stand. So here we go. There you go. What was that, 15 seconds? The bottom legs on this thing are very sturdy. They lock into place when they get down to the bottom. It ain't going nowhere. It's a sturdy base to it, you can see. And also the stand has 3 levels that it can raise up. So you can either have it at whatever height you want it at. So if you're sitting down, you can have it at a certain height. Or let's say you're standing up and playing. Well, then you just slide it on out. And it slides out to standing height. And as you can see how tall this thing is, I don't even know if it's in the frame anymore of the picture, but you can see how tall this thing stands once you get it all out. Now, several things I like about the music stand. Of course, it has these arms on here. This top arm right here is adjustable. So if you have shorter paper you put in there, it can adjust down. Also, these arms fold down to support the paper behind your book. So if you've got books in there that are flimsy up top, you can fold these arms down and it helps support it, which is phenomenal. And you can kind of adjust it where you want it, or you can get it up here out of the way. On the sides right here, they have these little clips to hold your tablature in or your books if that's what you're using. But you can take your book and put it up here, and these things adjust out. So you can adjust them to a wider book, or if you have smaller papers or something, it'll adjust in to be narrower. Also on this bottom rail right here, there's a rubber gripper at the bottom of this rail right here. That way, if you're using an iPad on this and you have it sitting up here, the iPad won't slip off. It'll sit up against that rubber grip and it won't move around. Then it also has an adjustment right here where you can loosen this. So you can stand this up if you want it more stood up. If you want it more laid back, you can lay it back, but it adjusts to whatever you want. So if you want it straight up and down, you can put it straight up and down. Or if you want it laid back, you can have it laid back and tighten it down. Now on to some of the cooler features, which I really love, and I use this right here a lot on mine. This is the Flexi Mount right here. The way it is right here, you can lock and put your phone in there. So I can take my phone, it locks in, it ain't going nowhere. You see that? And then the Flexi Mount attaches to the front right here, which I'll show you in just a second once I get my iPad in here. But you can put your phone on there, you can put an iPad on there. But when you're going to put an iPad in there, on the back of this, on the back of the Flexi Mount, they have buttons on the top and bottom that you can slide these arms out and it extends out. That way it gets wider. You can put iPads in there or tablets or whatever you have in there. You got your iPad there now. And it also adjusts. So if you want it, like I said, if you want it flat up and down, you can have it flat up and down. If you want it laid back where you can see it, you can have it laid back where you can see it. You can have like the strum machine here.
1, 2, 3, 4.
Right? And then you can have your tablature up here reads your temperature while you're going through the song, and it shows you the chord progressions on the strum machine here. You know, there's a million different options right here that you can do with this. And then now this is the Lumilight here that they send with the music stand, and this attaches here to the top. But before I attach it down, there's a couple things I want to show you. It has on the side here, it has 2 settings. So if it's too dim for you, you can brighten it up more, or if it's too bright, you can dim it down a little bit, depending on what room you're in. Also, you have to put AA batteries in it for it to work on its own like it is now. Or it also comes with a USB-C port right here that you can plug a cord in and run this thing corded and run it forever with a cord on it. So now what I'd like to do now, I'm gonna go through and shut lights off and turn this on and see what it's like. All right guys, so I don't know if you can still see me right now or not, but this is as dim as I could get the room to kind of show you this. But if you flip this light on the first setting, that's how much it lights it up. And then if you flip it onto the second setting, there's the second setting at night. So as you can see, the light lights it up really well in a dimly lit area, which comes in completely handy. All right guys, well, that is my review of the KraftGeek music stand. If you're interested in getting one of these, I'll put a link in the description, which gives you a discount code to buy one from KraftGeek. Or you could just go to KraftGeek and buy one yourself. You'll save a little money going through the link in the description, but don't feel no obligation to do that. If you want to go straight to KraftGeek, do that as well. But it's a great product. Like I said, I'm using it every day now that I have it. Like I said, I got my iPad here, I put my temperature in front, or sometimes I'll set my phone in front.